Yeah.
How does the electronics work? There's fine pieces to it.
What's old is new again. Designed in a time where men were men, women were women, and planes were built with slow-drying wood glue. A timeless design updated for the 21st century. Picking a decent flying day for winter in Texas, I strap in the 6S 4000 flight power pack, and with slight trepidation, I taxi my shiny new Kaos out to blow off some of the new plane smell. Almost before I can even throttle up to full power, the Kaos took off with very little ground roll and tracked straight as an arrow. With a couple of clicks of trim, I could immediately enjoy the smooth handling of the modern Kaos. I won't bore you with the details, but for the first flight, it was a normal cadre of basic aerobatic maneuvers to check out for any bad habits. Loops showed no tendency to snap, and stalls are very mild with only a slight wing drop. I thought the stock control throws were very good, although I did feel that the high rate ailerons could use a slight bit of exponential to soften the response a little. Other than that nitpick, I immediately found the Kaos to be a wonderful plane to fly. So with the shakedown completed, it was time to bring her down and add a little expo while I recharged the batteries. You can see how the Kaos slows to a crawl and lands almost like a trainer. Back on the ground, I dialed in 25% exponential on the ailerons. With the first flight jitters now completely eradicated, it was time to really wring her out.
Right, let's rock this joint.
Got in the throttle, and the rimfire pulls the Kaos straight up, with absolutely no sign of stopping until it hits the stratosphere, or the moon for that matter. Back down on Earth, it was time to wow the crowd with a nice smooth inverted pass, which the Kaos does with ease. If you keep the speed up, the Kaos will knife edge seemingly forever, with very little cross coupling. Snaps are very majestic, whether vertical or horizontal. I also took a try at doing some avalanches. Which didn't look too bad, if I say so myself. Stall turns were pretty nice, though the rudder did seem a little mushy as the speed dropped before the stall brake. Surprisingly, I was actually able to get a brief but nice hover out of the Kaos. It may not be a 3D plane, but it sure does a good job of pretending to be one. I had such a good time flying that I ignored my landing timer.
Battery is about to go kaputski. Yeah.
Which I soon realized was not a smart thing to do.
Yeah, your timer's already gone off.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that dreaded feeling of doom.
What's wrong?
No power.
Dead?
Pulsing the motor on and off, I was desperately fighting for every last bit of power and airspeed before I ran out of both. And not a spare electron left.
I barely made it back. I can't taxi back.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here with Brian, and since I don't have a lot of history with the original Kaos, I had Brian test fly it a little bit and give his impressions since he's flown some of the original Kaoses, and we'll see how the new ARF competes. So Brian, what do you think of the new Kaos?
Very similar. They're both easy to land. The new one's easy, just the same as the original ones. They track the same in-flight maneuver, track real well. Knife edges, you roll it over on a side and give it full rudder, and it kind of just goes along. There's no tuck, no pull, no roll or nothing. It's just like the one I had years ago. Yours is electric. Mine was glow years ago. My glow version was a little faster, but that's the way we did it back then. This one you can throttle up and down a little more, so it maneuvers.
Yeah, that's like saying with the electric, you put a big prop on it, have a lot of thrust.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. This is my first Kaos. I was just really impressed with it, and like I said, the knife edge. The knife edges are one thing. I was really surprised how well it does that.
They do well on it. Even the old ones did the same. They don't climb a knife edge, but they'll hold a knife edge from horizon to horizon, as long as you want to be there.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thanks for your opinion on that. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Ostensibly, the Kaos was designed as a sport pattern plane, but you don't have to be a pattern flyer to enjoy it. I'm certainly not a pattern flyer, but as a sport plane, it's really great. However, I should mention that it does qualify to compete in vintage pattern contests. While on paper, the Rimfire 120 motor is slightly underpowered with the APC 1510 prop, I never really felt it was lacking in power, and I had a really good flight times with the 6S 4000 battery pack. I also quite like that the lines in the color trim, it really grows on you. It's rugged yet sleek, simple yet refined. It's a real pilot's plane. What's great about the Kaos is that it's so wonderfully old school. Simple, reliable, and great flying. Yes, this is your grandfather's plane, but that's what makes it so awesome.
Listen to your cameraman.